Welcome to this week's conversation. Today, we'll be asking a very important question today, which is, would Nigerian youths do better if given the chance to assume sensitive political positions? With over 60% of Nigerians' population under the age of 30, the question is no longer, are the youths ready? The real question is, why are the youths sidelined? We all know that Nigeria is a youthful nation. In short, according to NBS, about 70% of Nigerians' population is under 35 years. In tech, entrepreneurship, entertainment, Nigerian youth are not just excelling, they are dominating. For instance, the likes of Flutterwave, Piggyverse, or Paystock were all co-founded by young Nigerians. How about the world of Afrobeats? Nigerian youth are dominating in that sector. Talk about the Olympic medals and also varieties of sports medals. They were all dominated by Nigerian youth. We can see that Nigerian youth are dominating in varieties of sectors. So, why are they seen incapable when it comes to politics? Presently, the average age of political leadership position in Nigeria is well above 55. According to a report in Nigeria Africa, the average age of state governorship position in Nigeria is 54, and also the average age of National Assembly is 52. Now, compare that to countries like France, where Macron became president at 39. How about Finland, where Marine became prime minister at 34? These young leaders brought in fresh energy, digital policies, environmental reforms, and gender inclusions. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, old leaders keep recycling the same policies that has not worked for decades. My question is, what are we really afraid of? Also, is the recent law not too young to run a scam or a success? I can clearly remember in 2018 when Nigerians celebrated that not too young to run act, which brought down the age requirement of elective positions. But since then, how many Nigerian youth has emerged as governors or senators? How would that be possible when political parties are still gatekeeping by outrageously mounting nomination fees? High nomination fees. For example, the presidential form in APC as a party costs 100 million naira as of 2023, and PDP costs 40 million naira as at 2023. Now tell me, which underemployed or unemployed youth can afford that amount? Or are we saying only the rich or godfather sponsored youth deserve a voice? Here are some factual cases of young Nigerians who held offices and also led powerful or impactful initiatives. 1. We know of Honorable Joanna, who was appointed commissioner in Kwara State at the age of 26. Also, Zikora Ibe, a youth climate advocate who was instrumental in drafting Nigerian Youth Climate Action Framework. How about Banking W? Though he lost, but we all know he ran with an issue-based campaign that exposed voters to a new political style. The above listed Nigerian youth didn't have billions or godfathers. They had vision, passion, and the people. So, why the doubt about the readiness of Nigerian youths? I have heard some argue that Nigerian youth are not ready because of their involvement in internet fraud, social media toxicity, and low voter turnout. Like, seriously? Are you kidding me? Please, let's not confuse a frustrated and unemployed population with an unprepared one. By the way, what opportunities have they been given to prove themselves at scale? Let's not forget that the older politicians we have now were ministers and also military rulers at their 30s and 40s. So, if the system believed they were ready then, why is the system not giving the youths the same chance now? Nigeria has been ruled by the same political generation for over 40 years. Atiku Abubakar was vice president as in 1999. Bola Ahmed Tinubu became became the governor of Lagos State in 1999. Late Buhari was head of state in 1983. In fact, the list is endless. Many of these men led Nigeria when today's youths were not even born. Despite their experience, Nigeria still rank 158 out of 180 in corruption according to Transparency International. How about the fact that over 133 million Nigerians are living in multi-dimensional poverty? This is according to NBS report as of 2022. Do we even have to include the fact that Nigeria is one of the worst countries for out-of-school children? So let's call a spade a spade. What exactly has their experience brought us? Now let's shift the table a bit. Let's tilt it towards the part of those that doubt the readiness of Nigerian youths. Let's create a little balance for a moment and be sincere a bit. Facts have shown that some Nigerian youths have proven to be dishonest, corrupt, and power hungry. For instance, varieties of student union presidents have misused funds given to them, mismanaged positions, and also act differently against what they campaign for. Likewise, some political positions or appointees in various offices. But even at that, my question is, are those the majority of Nigerian youths? Are we judging all youths by the mistake of a few, while we are at the same time excusing the errors, excusing the failures or the decade of failures by our old politicians? My dearly beloved friends, we all know that every generation has its bad eggs. So why are the youths denied the chance to redeem themselves? So what is the way forward? 1. Let's reform internal democracy in political parties. 2. Let's reduce nomination fees for youth aspirants. 3. Let's fund and support promising youth-led initiatives. 4. Let's create youth-led political academics across all states. In conclusion, until we trust our youth with power, we are only postponing the future, or worse, we are destroying it. Now, let's throw the questions back to you. Would Nigerian youths do better if given sensitive political positions? Drop your comments below. But remember, if we keep saying the youth are the leaders of tomorrow, but never allow them or give them the chance to lead today, then tomorrow might never come.